Hello, stargazers! I am your magician, but you can call me Aster! Today I am playing more of the Mermaid of Zennor. Luck. I don't really have much else to say. Oh, there is one thing that I should mention though, and that's, as I mentioned in chat, today I won't be reading any of the narration, only spoken lines, not because my voice is particularly unhealthy or anything, just because last time when I was doing that, it just had me really vocally exhausted. So, because I really do want to continue this game, I'm going to cut out all of the narration, and instead I'll be talking more with y'all. Hello, I saw you play Mumia. I started it and it's different from the stuff on YouTube. Is there an intro thing that people skip then go to Fall Down? It shouldn't be that different. The introduction, at least, I think was updated recently, but aside from that, the content is mostly the same. There was an update, so it'll look different. Are you enjoying Deltarune so far? It's good. Alright. So with that, it's been a while since we played this game, so I actually don't remember everything that happened. So we'll back up a little bit. Ah, that's right. So, our sweet protagonist, her older brother is coming home soon. Music is a bit loud. Music's louder in this game than most of the stuff I play. Might have changed when DDD came out. It did. Alright. Who's your favorite character? Mine is also Noelle. Alright, so the sweet protagonist is totally not obsessed with her brother. Check out. Wait, hold on. So we're telling her that brother's home.
Oh, that's great news! Aislinn says the next morning when I see her in form. You must be so excited! Huh? You don't look very happy. If it were me, I'd be over the moon.
I am happy. That's why I nodded my head.
But you're not even smiling!
Do I have to smile?
I would if I were in your shoes.
But you're not.
Fair enough.
Is it still too loud? Tad bit. Is this better? The game really is quite loud. I have a particular setting that I set games to. And, like, usually I set it to just, 10. Better? Awesome. Usually I just set it to, like, I go into my individual app volume, and it's just, I always set it to 10. This one I have to have it on 2. He won't be back until December. That's almost a month away. I need to wait until then. There's no point getting worked up now.
You might be right. Still, this really is wonderful.
It's wonderful for me, but why is it wonderful for you? Jesse isn't your brother.
Oh, well, you know how it is.
No, I don't.
Well, you know. You're not the only one who likes Jesse.
You like him too much. That's the only reason why you talk to me.
Oh no! That isn't true! I like you too, Lilac!
But not as much as you like my brother.
That's different!
You're 13, girly. You single made me obsessed with your turn to die.
There you go!
Oh, what was that for?
You're finally smiling! You hardly ever do that!
Because I don't feel like it. I don't have much to smile about.
Oh, I wish you'd do it more, whether you have a reason to or not. You look a lot cuter like that.
I'm not cute. I'm plain and ugly.
You're not ugly, but maybe you do look a bit plain when you're always frowning. It's such a waste. A smile is a girl's best weapon.
Is Protag sad? Have you seen the last part? Damn.
You didn't even smile in your school photograph, though the photographer pleaded with you.
I didn't feel like it. I don't know him. I shouldn't have to smile for him.
But Jesse's different, huh?
Of course. He's my brother, and I love him.
Jeez. It'd be nice if you'd smile at me like that every once in a while. It'd make me feel more appreciated.
I don't dislike you, but you're not the same as my brother.
I know. I can never be what Jesse is to you, but I like to think that we're friends. We are friends, aren't we?
More charitable? We are friends. I'm happy that I can talk to you about my brother, and I'm happy that you listen to me. You're a nice person.
My! You really must be in a good mood. You're never normally this happy. Come here. Oh, salad. Thank you. Thank you.
I have salad now. Lilac, new profile picture. Aislinn, a smile might be good. Nothing to smile about in my life. Real Lilac, I also panic at hugs. So real.
Yeah, salad.
I don't like hugs. They make me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, I see.
Hello, welcome in. What type of salad? It looks like a kind of a garden salad. Lately my family's been making salad like at home. So there's apple slices and raspberry dressing and cheese, cherry tomato, and honey pecans. Does it have ranch? No. I actually don't like ranch dressing.
Hi, welcome in, Jalen Corey. Well, I can always give you this.
Hell yeah, ice finger. Why are you giving me this?
It's a symbol of our friendship.
No, it's not. It's nice finger. You're not alone. Ranch is not good. Thank you. Somebody in here gets me.
Well, whatever it is, you should eat it. I got it just for you, since you ate that one I gave you yesterday. I figured you must like it, so here.
I love your content. Oh, thank you. It's alright. I don't... Music is groovy. Like, I keep on thinking that, like, this is, the music's very different from the stuff that I usually play. No. Thank you. That was very kind of you.
You don't need to thank me. This is just what friends do.
Friends. Voice acting?
A little, yeah.
Hello, Net. Oh my, lots of people today. Workout music, for real. Oh, cute! Ooh, she's learning. Where's my membership? It just disappeared? That means you were either gifted or you paid for a membership over a month ago? Memberships last 1 month. Aww. Ooh, good bread. She's smiling more. Yeah! Oh, it's worth mentioning. Since some people weren't here last time, or maybe they forgot, our protagonist is canonically autistic. Hyperbole, not hyperbole. So real. Hmm. Who's gonna tell her? Oh, it's December. He's coming home. Oh, girly. I wouldn't be able to pay attention at school. So there isn't any point going. You'll just have to do your best to listen, Lilac. I'm not letting you bunk off school for no good reason. Are you saying Jesse isn't a good reason? No, he isn't. The school won't accept that as an excuse, and neither will I. I'll only let you take time off if you're too sick to stand up. I do feel quite feverish. You're not sick, Lilac. And I'm not letting you waste your education for your brother's sake. I'm sure he wouldn't want that either. I like all of these, like, long, almost unnecessary descriptions that she gives. Like your brother when talking to me, your son when talking to dad, or you when she's talking to Jesse. Like, I love how a lot of her sentences are kind of run on. I really like that writing style. Of course, this is a novel from Ebihime. I've been playing a lot of her stuff lately. And this isn't like her writing style, it's this character's speaking style, which is still like brilliant. I love it. Going to school on the last day of term is a waste. We don't do any real work, we just watch movies. Are they educational movies? That depends on whether or not you think Shrek is educational. Oh man, we got Shrek'd. I don't know much about Shrek. But if your teachers want you to watch it, you should. I feel like this game could be a good book if it got adapted. I think, like, all of Ebby's stuff is presented as visual novels, but honestly, like, the thing is, visual novels are still novels. Like, it's not all just, like, text. I've seen the first 55 minutes twice already. Then you'll have to see it a third time, won't you? But what if Jesse comes back when you or Dad are at work and I'm at school? He won't have anybody to welcome him. He doesn't need anybody to welcome him. He's not a guest and this isn't a hotel. He's your father's son and he used to live here, just like you do. Welcome in, Jonathan. But... He has a key. He can let himself into the house if he gets back when we're all away. Now stop fussing, Lilac. I can't help but fuss. He is my brother. I know he is, and I'm glad you care about him so much, but I wish you'd show some of that consideration to everybody else. Are you saying that I'm inconsiderate? Don't ask questions like that so early in the morning. Why are you bothering me so much? I'm not bothering you. I was helping you. No, you're pestering me. Now run along. Shoo! You need to get ready for school. I don't want to go to school. Well, you have to. Don't take your education for granted. Be a little more appreciative. I am appreciative. I wish you would be more appreciative of Jessie. Oh, it's always Jessie this, Jessie that with you. Ugh, I'm tired of hearing about Jessie. Don't you love Jessie? Again with the questions! I told you, Lilac, it's too early for this. You'll miss the school bus. I'll take that as a no, then. Oof. Lilac, please. Enough. Oof. Oh, rats. Now look at what you've made me do. I didn't make you do anything. So she and Jessie are half-siblings. Yes. Oof. By the way, I read pretty quickly, so I'm trying to gauge what like a more normal reading speed would be. So hopefully I'm advancing the text at a rate that isn't too fast. Look, Lilac, I'm in a bad enough mood as it is. Don't try my patience, please. Now hurry up and get your things packed for school. A tactical retreat.
Hello, Echo.
All right, I'll get ready. Good, you do that. And can't you do something about your hair? What's wrong with my hair? You look like you've been dragged through a hedge backwards. My mom says the same thing. She'll be like, oh, your hair looks like a rat's nest. Oh, jeez. I think my hair is fine. At least I didn't get washing up liquid in it, unlike you. My dad tells me that I look like I got dragged backwards through a briar bush. Oof! That would be a lot more painful than just a hedge. My family's just given up on telling me to get a haircut. Ah, that happened to Mugman over COVID. Actually, that's why their hair is so long right now, because over COVID, like, or before then rather, they always wanted to try like growing out their hair a little bit, and then their mom would be like, no, you are getting a buzz cut, and they hated it. And so over COVID, their hair grew out, and it looks so good on them. I miss having hair. Oh, you don't have hair? Can't imagine Mugs with a buzz cut. It was not a good look. Hold on. My chewing is so loud. Oh man, 200. Everybody knows everybody. I love this art style. The sprite work is very good, yeah. Hey, he's here. Man, he is pretty.
Jesse!
Aw.
Jesse! Oh, Jesse!
Man, this is the most excited she's been this entire time.
Hi, Judge.
Lil! Splosh. Lighter than air. Lilac reunites with Jesse. Nice. Holy, it's the thumbnail. No way. God, she looks so happy here. Oh, Jesus, Lil. If you hug me any tighter, I'm going to asphyxiate.
I'm sorry.
I am not sorry. No. That's a level 3 hug.
Oh, Jesse. I really missed you.
And I missed you too, Squirt. Squirt, yeah.
Did you really?
Of course I missed you, Lil. I missed you a lot.
Jesse.
In fact, I care about you so much, I wanted you to be the first person to know.
No, what? What are you talking about?
I didn't come back here alone. There's somebody I want you to meet.
Meet? Are you not alone? I thought you came back because you wanted to see me?
I do want to see you, Lil. And Dad and Mom too. Uh-oh. Oh no. Here we go. Ruh-roh. I'm not the only person who wanted to see you. There's somebody else who's been desperate to meet my family too, ever since I told her about them. Come on, Skyler. Say hello.
Skyler? Who is that?
It's not that silly. Woo! She's pretty! めっちゃ美人じゃん! Ooh. Oh dang, it's the wife from Breaking Bad. Rose and I had the same thought. Oh, welcome in, Lukai. Oh, she's pretty. Ah, Beppin-san, masani.
I'm Skyler. It's very nice to meet you, Lilac. Jessie has told me a lot about you.
Jesse, leave your girlfriend immediately. She's mine now. Who's he gonna date? His sister? Ooh, y'all can't hear the music very well, but I'm gonna turn up the game just for this. Y'all, that's unsettling. Ooh. Oof. Oh, well, aren't you going to say hello? Maybe she's shy. I'm sorry about this, Skyler. Lil's a nice girl, really.
I'm sure she is. She's your little sister. Nobody related to you could be bad, I'm sure.
You're always flattering me.
Well, of course. Isn't that why you like me so much?
I like you for lots of reasons. It's hard to pick just one. Ooh. London girls.
What is going on? Who are you? And who invited you here?
Welcome in, Cassie. Woo! Loud.
Didn't Jessie tell you?
I wanted it to be a surprise. Like an early Christmas present, you know? I thought for sure it would make my family happy.
I don't know if I'm special enough to count as a Christmas present, but... My name is Skyler, and I am Jessie's girlfriend. It's nice to meet you, Lilac. I hope we can get on.
And I am Jessie's girlfriend. Woohoo! Lilac? Are you alright? You're being awfully quiet. Don't you want to say anything to Skyler? All the specific comparison. I think that's the point. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! I'm sure she's just surprised. This must have been quite a shock. Maybe you should have told her about us. So, this is Dad. You're Jessie's girlfriend?
That's right. I'm Jessie's girlfriend. Lilac! Eat your food, please. If 13 years old, not 3. You shouldn't be picking at it like that.
Welcome back, Ashley. So, how did you and Jesse meet? Jeez. We met at uni. She's on my history course. We happened to sit together during one lecture and... I see, so it was love at first sight, was it? They both have dark hair too. Yeah, honestly, I saw this game and I was just like, wow. Crazy. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, this isn't a fairy tale or anything.
You mean you didn't fall for me the moment you met me?
Well, I did think you were pretty. But I'm not so shallow I judge girls solely on their looks. There's a lot more to you than that. Jeez. You raise a good point, Jesse. Looks are important, but it's what's on the inside that really counts. Your mother wasn't the best looker in the land, but she was such a kind, funny woman. She never failed to make me smile. Mom was a great person. I do miss her. It's a shame Skyler couldn't have met her. Yes, it's such a shame.
I'm sorry you're stuck with me instead.
Oof. Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant...
It's alright. I know what you meant.
Oh, poor thing. Let me give you some advice. If you want to stay together, it's important to have a sense of humor. Being stuck in a relationship without any laughter is like a death sentence. Don't be like that, Dad. It's a bit too early for Skyler and me to worry about the future. We're only 19. I was only 23 when I met your mother. But I knew from the beginning that she was the one for me. You can always tell these things when you meet the right person. Well, I do like Skyler, or I wouldn't have brought her here, but I'm too young to think about marriage. You might have a point. Things are different nowadays. You students want to enjoy your youth a little more before getting tied down. I understand.
Thank goodness. Now, no pestering me about babies. You'll scare Skyler away. Oh no, I couldn't be scared away now. I like you too much.
Sorry I come with such a strange family. Dad's so old-fashioned. Oof. This family's dysfunctional as fuck. No, literally. I'm starting to see why Jesse went away for college. For real! Like, this is insane! Like... I don't know, I kind of, like, don't... Without, like... Poor Lilac, it's, like, it really is no wonder that she turned out this way. Like, the only support system she had in this whole house is just her brother, and now he's gone. Jesse's the odd one out for not being a weirdo. It is possible that this family was healthier in Dad's previous marriage. Because, you know, he seems so much happier, you know, talking about his previous wife. Yet, when it comes to his literal current wife, he's like he's dismissive. He doesn't compliment her. And he doesn't seem to care about his daughter at all. Or the daughter that he had with this wife. Ugh, dear me. Who's right there, literally. Oof.
Lilac! Can you try and be more careful?
If Dad feels differently about his current wife, why is he even with her at all? That's what I'm wondering. Well, I'm very pleased to meet you, Skyler. Sorry if I'm being too intense, I don't want to scare you. I'm just curious. This is the first time Jesse's ever brought a girl back home.
And I hope I'll be the only girl he brings back home.
She knows what she wants, all right. She seems like a real keeper, Jesse.
I know. I'm very lucky. Not at the dinner table.
Man. Oh, this is so...
I'm glad you two get along so well. But Skyler is right. The dinner table isn't the right place for displays of affection.
Does this take place in the UK? Yes, it does.
No, stop being such a stick in the mud. It's only a kiss on the cheek. Be that as it may, they should eat before the food gets cold. I spent a good while working on this, and it didn't help that Jesse invited Skyler over without telling me. We'll need to drive to the supermarket this evening to stock up on food.
My favorite country.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to inconvenience you. I told Jesse he should let you know I was coming, but...
Oh, nonsense! Meeting you was a lovely surprise. I could do with more of them. They're a nice distraction from the daily grind.
You might like surprises, but you're not the one who has to do the cooking.
Oh, can't you stop complaining, Heather? Jesse's brought his girlfriend over to meet us. You should try and be a bit happier for him. Jesse, Skyler, this does seem to be more Breaking Bad. Oh, you're right. I actually didn't put that together. I've never seen Breaking Bad, so...
I am happy. I'm thrilled that Jesse has found such a nice girl, but he could have been a bit more considerate.
Or the one being inconsiderate. Sitting there with a face like a wet weekend.
Lighten up, why don't you,
before you ruin everything. Jeez, these people are terrible.
I'm not trying to ruin anything. I'm just being practical.
Jeez. So where do you come from, Skyler?
I was born in West Croydon, in London.
Londoner, eh? I thought so, judging by your accent. So you're a city girl. Ah, Cornwall must seem painfully dull by comparison.
Oh, not at all. My parents took me on holiday to Cornwall a lot when I was younger, and I always thought it a beautiful place.
Might be beautiful to visit every once in a while. When you have to live here, solitude starts to nag at you.
You always complain about Zennor, Dad. But if you really hated it, you would have moved out years ago.
For all its faults, I do have an attachment to this old place. Tegan was very fond of it, previous wife. She's the one who picked out this house, and she did most of the decorating. We moved here after we got married. Both got jobs at St. Ives, and Tegan's mother, Fallon her name was, used to look after Jesse when he was a baby. Fallon died when Jesse was only 4, though, and then the following year... God, he's just dumping the whole family lore. Well, that was a while ago now.
Oh, I'm sorry for prying.
You don't need to apologize. Sometimes it helps to get things off my chest. I don't get a chance to talk about Tegan very often. I'm glad you've taken an interest. Ooh. This is terrible.
feel bad for the current wife? No, literally. Like, this family's so dysfunctional. Gotta explain the lore before she dies. Jeez. That's a prick, TBH. Honestly, I wonder if he's the whole problem. I also really like the difference between, like, visually between Skyler and Lilac. Because Skylar's got this very, like, warm, bright look about her. Like, you know, red hair, reddish eyes, amber, red lips. And then Lilac is all blues and sad. Of course, all of them are wearing black, because it's the UK. Cowabunner.
So, Lilac, Jessie says you're 13. Does that mean you're in secondary school?
Lilac, Skylar's asking you a question. Can't you answer her? You have a tongue in your head, don't you? Man, that's such a British meal.
Oh, jeez.
Lilac! For God's sake, girl, say something! Skylar will think you're a simpleton!
Oh, no. I don't think that. She must be shy, that's all.
Lilac's always been rather quiet. That's because you used to talk for her. It's time she starts speaking for herself. Lilac is white as fuck. Where's your melanin? She has no melanin. She lives in fucking the UK. I hope you know that it's winter for 9 months of the year and summer for like 3, and it's still like cloudy during summer. It's like miserable. Lilac's only 13, Dad. She has enough time to learn.
I hope I haven't made her uncomfortable. I was just trying to be friendly.
Don't worry. I'm sure Lil warm up to you in time.
I do hope so. I want to get along with all your family.
Don't you worry about our Lilac. She's always been a bit funny, all quiet and gloomy and lacking in gumption. She's nothing like her brother.
Well, the world would be boring if we were all the same.
No, Aster, it's not 3 months of summer. It's 3 months of slightly warmer winter. This is true. That's a nice way of looking at it. Maybe I should do the same.
I think you put too much pressure on Lil. You can't expect her to be like me just because we're siblings.
We're only half siblings. Oh, poor Lilac. Oh, that's so sad. Oh man. This is just sad all around. Oh, we're going to witch hunt now. No, literally. Man, she's made up all this stuff about Skyler. This is kind of sad. Hey, Aislinn.
Welcome in, Luca.
Hello?
Lilac! How are you?
It's insensitive for other people to feel anything but happy. Or anything but sad when I am feeling sad. Aislinn, save us. Exactly.
I'm not so good. I feel sad.
Sad? Why are you sad? I thought you'd be happy. Your brother did come back today, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Then why are you sad? Oh, you didn't have an argument, did you?
No, I've never had an argument with Jesse.
I thought not. Jesse seems so easygoing. I can't imagine him arguing with anybody. He's not like you, Lilac.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't mean anything bad by it. I just meant you have more of a temper than your brother. I still remember what you did to Megan in math class last year.
Oh. Is that all what you meant?
What else would I mean? Lilac? Lilac, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
You don't sound like your usual self.
What does my usual self sound like?
Oh, jeez.
It's hard to say. You usually sound so... I don't know... cool, I guess?
I'm not cool. Megan says I'm...
Megan's a bully. You should just ignore her. I think you're cool, Lilac. You never let anybody bother you.
If I let people bother me, I'd probably stab them and then I'd get into trouble.
You're so funny. But you really don't sound like your usual self today. Maybe this sounds insensitive, but you weren't crying, were you?
Take some antidepressants. I don't think that'll help, actually. This problem is deep-rooted, not just chemical imbalance.
I wasn't crying. I'm not going to cry either.
Well, alright. I'm still worried, though. You sound so... defeated.
I feel sick.
So, if you and Jesse didn't have an argument, what did happen? Weren't you looking forward to seeing him?
I was looking forward to it, but...
But what? What happened?
He... didn't come back home alone. There was somebody else with him, too.
A friend from university?
That's right. A female friend. A very pretty female friend, with very red hair and red lips and smoky black eyes.
Ah, I see. I didn't know Jesse had a girlfriend. Ah, what a shame. was hoping Jessie might confess to me one day.
Don't be stupid.
Jessie would never look twice at you. You're too young for him.
Too late for a better childhood? Yeah. When is Lilac gonna try and sabotage the relationship by getting rid of her? I actually don't know if she will. I'm like turning around in my head whether she will or not. I don't think she will though, cause frankly, like it wasn't listed in the warnings. But I mean that maybe? This game listed violence. Which I did read off the trigger warnings for this game in the first video because this game is very heavy. It is honestly a coin flip, but she seems like the type more to see than anything else. Yeah, I think that she's just going to get like really, really upset. Like I don't. She talked about stabbing people. She has stabbed people in the past, but I don't think that she'll actually do it. I don't think so.
Well, I guess I knew that. I was never really serious about it.
How could you flirt with my brother if you weren't being serious? Why weren't you serious?
Well, I was a little serious. But I know you're right. I never really had a chance. I just wanted to have a bit of fun.
Aren't you sad that Jessie has a girlfriend? You wanted to be his girlfriend.
Little, but I knew this was gonna happen. I should have expected as much.
How did you know he'd get a girlfriend? He hasn't had a girlfriend before. I thought he never would.
He went to university in London. London is way, way bigger than St. Ives. It'd be weirder if your brother didn't end up with a girlfriend or two.
Two?
Oh, I don't think he'd really have two girlfriends. It was a figure of speech. Look him in Black Pan.
Maybe you should choose your words more carefully.
Sorry. I wasn't implying Jessie would cheat on his girlfriend. He's way too nice for that. Worse luck.
Man, I haven't seen either of these movies, but The Fault in Our Stars being boring is crazy. Oof. Insane takes from Lilac, literally. I haven't seen The Notebook. Maybe I'll watch it at some point. Or was that? No, I'm thinking of The Room. Although The Notebook sucked. Fault in Our Stars is pretty good. Fault in Our Stars is definitely like, it's a project of its time, but it's very good, I think. I started the book, and then midway through I was like talking to some friends about it, and then they spoiled the ending, and I was like, wow, okay. I was pretty young at the time, so I didn't continue it after that.
What is Jessie's girlfriend called?
Skyler.
That's a pretty name.
She's a pretty girl. Beautiful. She has the reddest hair I've ever seen, like strawberries, and very smooth skin.
She sounds perfect. Perfectly disgusting!
She isn't disgusting. That's the worst thing. Even Dad seems to like her, and Dad doesn't like anybody.
Is this the first time you've heard of Skyler?
It is. Jessie never mentioned her before. He never even said she was going to come here. She just showed up on our doorstep, and Jessie expected us to accept her as a member of our family.
Wow. I don't want to badmouth your brother, but that sounds kind of thoughtless.
It was thoughtless.
I was looking forward to seeing Jesse again, but then he had to bring this woman with him, a complete stranger. Don't you like her, Lilac? No, I hate her. But your father likes her. He does. And Jesse loves her, and that's why I hate her. Everybody ignored me at dinner. Everything was about Skyler, Skyler, Skyler.
The interesting thing about that, though, is that Skyler was the only one to ask after Lilac.
Skyler's a stupid name anyway. It's even stupider than my name. What about mine? Is it stupider than mine?
But not literally.
Skyler is much, much stupider than Aislinn. It's terrible. Well, maybe you'll be able to get along with her, even if she does have a silly name. I don't want to get on with her. I want her to go away. You might want that, but it doesn't look likely. If Jesse's already introducing her to you guys, he must really love her. Oh. Hey, I'm kind of curious. I want to know what this Skyler woman looks like. I already told you what she looks like. I know that, but I want to see her with my own eyes. Size up the person who stole away the guy I like, you know? I'm curious. What kind of woman could steal Jesse's heart? She isn't a woman, she's a witch. She cast a spell on my father and my brother, and now they can't escape from her. A witch? Does she wear lots of black clothes or crystals? Does she have tattoos? Did she talk about palm reading? She does wear black clothes, but I didn't see any crystals. Ooh, if she is a witch, I want to meet her even more! Please, let me come over. Please, please, please. Lil? Lil, are you in here? Hey, Lilac, are you still here?
Points at Skyler. Witch! Have y'all seen that, like, TikTok? Where it's like, oh my god, you look so good. Hey, can you take a picture of me? Yeah, sure, I got you. Witch! Like, I love Aislinn and Lilac, they're silly. Honestly, yeah. Like, I really do appreciate their friendship. Ugh. I ate something funky earlier today, and now I have, like, a stuffy nose. I'm not even sick. Ugh.
I'm still here, but I have to go now. Jesse wants to talk to me. No, do you have to go? That's right. Well, tell him I said hello. I'll try.
Don't die on us, I won't die.
Goodbye, Aislinn. Goodbye, Lilac.
No. Voice actor's worst enemy, getting sick and bad throat. Literally. Ugh. I don't know, they're these like breadsticks that my family usually buys from this particular place. And usually I have them like a couple days after, like I have them for breakfast a couple days after we get them. Because we get like a lot. But this time, like, I don't know, something was on them and it like messed up my throat. I've been wanting to continue this game though, but I was like, but I have to do the narration. And I realized that like the narration in particular was just exhausting me, so I decided to put it away for now. I'd recommend not eating funky foods. I didn't think it'd be funky! Good night, Misfortune. Probably a pollen issue? Yeah. Honey and green apples. I actually have green apples right now. I actually have honey and green apples in my salad. jeez.
You can come in.
Tea is good for your voice too. No way, I have that too.
Oh, thank goodness.
I was worried I might have upset you.
Do you want me to close the door? Your wish is my command. Can I sit down? Why didn't you come and sit in the living room with the rest of us after dinner? I didn't think I was invited.
Oh, don't be silly. Of course you're invited. You're family. He's gorgeous. No, literally.
Dad asked Mom and me to clear the table and wash the dishes.
He might have said that, but that didn't mean you couldn't sit with us after you'd finished.
I didn't think I was welcome, and I didn't feel like it.
Weren't you looking forward to seeing me? I thought you missed me.
I did miss you. I missed you so much.
Then why aren't you spending any time with me, you silly girl? Everyone was so focused on Skyler at the dinner table, I barely got any time to talk to you.
And whose fault is that?
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Exactly, maybe he didn't know. It really does sound like chairs squeaking in the music. Ugh. The music's very intense. Oof, woohoo. I think it'd be nice if you got a chance to talk a little more with Skyler, too. She knows how much you mean to me, and she wants to get to know you better.
I don't want to get to know Skyler better.
Don't be like that. Skyler's a really nice girl, I promise.
She isn't nice.
Lilac. How can you say Skyler isn't nice? You barely know her.
I already told you I don't want to get to know her.
Look, Lil, I know you're shy, but that's no way to treat my girlfriend. I want her to like you just as much as I like you. But how can she if you refuse to talk to her?
I don't want to talk to her.
Can't you at least make an effort? Skylar's worried she might have said something to upset you. You were glaring at her all throughout dinner.
Wasn't glaring. My stomach hurt.
I thought that would have been it. I know you're not a bad girl. You're quiet, so it's easy to misunderstand you, but you'd never wish ill on anybody else. Just gonna tell him. Oh, please. Can't you come down? Does he know? I don't want to make Skylar uncomfortable.
I don't care how she feels. I thought you were worried about me.
Please try to understand. Skylar's my girlfriend. I want her to feel welcome by my family, including you. You're important to me, Lil.
Not as important as Skylar.
be like this. You could be so stubborn sometimes.
Try to look at it from Skyler's perspective. Oof.
I thought you came back home because you missed me.
I did miss you, but I wanted to introduce you to Skyler too.
Thought you loved me.
I do love you.
But you love Skyler more.
I love her in a different way, Dozy. She's my girlfriend. You're my sister.
I bet that's why you went so long without calling me. You were busy having fun with Skyler, weren't you?
I was having fun with Skyler, yes, but I don't see why that should be an issue. Don't you want me to be happy?
I do want you to be happy. I want you to be happy, but...
If you really did want me to be happy, then you try to get along with Skyler. That would make me happy.
What about me? Don't you want me to be happy?
Of course I do. That's why I want you to come downstairs. It's not healthy for you always hiding away in your room. You need to make more friends.
You sound like Miss Corey.
Jesus, Fanta! Miss Corey's right. You should listen to her more.
You used to tell me I was fine the way I was.
Well... I like you, and I know you're a nice girl, no matter how standoffish you seem. But Skyler doesn't know that. I want her to see the Lil that I know. So, what about it? Do you want to come downstairs and talk to Skyler?
No.
No, please. Ooh. Let's go and see her, alright? You need to apologize at least.
Why should I apologize? What did I do wrong?
You made her feel uncomfortable. How is she supposed to know that? Lil, aren't you coming down?
Do I have a choice?
Of course you have a choice. You don't need to come down, but it would make me very happy. And Skyler too.
And what if I don't come down?
Then I'll be very disappointed.
Alright, I'll come downstairs.
That's great! Oh, jeez. I knew you'd do the right thing, Lil. Skyler will be so pleased. I'm sure you'll love her after spending a bit of time with her. Poor girl. I feel so bad. Like... like, this is just like a terrible situation that she's in. Jeez. Man, Lilac's so interesting to me. I like her a lot. Straight gaslighting. No, literally. Jesus.
Oh, that's alright. I imagine you were just shy. It can be scary meeting new people, can't it?
I'm not scared of you, and I'm not shy. I just didn't feel like talking to you. Oof. Just ignore Lilac. She's a funny girl, but she doesn't mean any harm by the things she says. Just ignore Lilac. Jeez.
Welcome back, Jalen.
Let's not fuss about Lilac. I want to know all about you, Skyler. That's why Jesse brought you back here, isn't it?
But I want to get to know all of Jesse's family.
Lilac hardly talks to anybody. Speaking to her is like trying to get blood from a stone. Man. Dad wondering why she cut contact years later. Honestly, I feel like he wouldn't care. Stop fussing. You don't need to keep bobbing up and down trying to play the perfect hostess. It's nauseating. Jeez, this dude sucks!
I was just trying to look after our guest.
I need to see Skyler and Lilac talking, just the two of them. Literally, honestly, I think that, like, I think all in all, if Lilac, like, goes to Miss Corey and, like, talks to her about her feelings and then has, like, a one-on-one with Skyler, I think everything will be okay. Like, because at heart, Lilac does care a lot about, like, other people. Like, I think she just kind of needs to, like, get it through her head that, you know, Skyler isn't a witch. At the very least, get the dad out of the room. Literally. Jesus. You're going to make her uncomfortable acting so smarmy. Even giving me the heebie-jeebies. Women, eh? Sorry. Why did he laugh? Ugh.
Actually, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea. Oh, wonderful! What kind of tea do you want, Skyler? What types do you have?
Oh, the usual stuff, nothing fancy.
We have some Tetley's classic black tea, and I think we have some green tea with honey. Green tea with honey sounds nice. You like green tea too? That's one of my favorite blends. Andy says it's too frou-frou. Frou-frou? Fro-fro? Oh, I think it's frou-frou. He prefers plain black coffee without milk. Chai! Yeah. Man, I love matcha.
How'd you get 2 wives? No, literally. Ugh.
He's braver than me. I can only stomach coffee if it's as diluted as possible.
Frou-frou is right.
Yeah, thank you, Pi. I'm the same. We have more in common than I thought.
Because we're a British family. This is the kind of stuff that we bond over. Man, Skyler's such a sweetheart, though. Andy? Oh, shit, you're right. This is British things, literally. Should not be in talking distance of a woman. No, literally. Jesus! Oh, jeez. Don't worry, there's still someone you can both mutually dislike. Dad. Oh, good lord. Wanted to avoid all this fuss.
I'm just looking after our guest, Andy.
Skyler wants a cup of tea, she said. I wouldn't mind. My throat is feeling a little parched. That's right, she's been doing a lot of talking, Andy, fielding all your questions. You've been cross-examining her for almost an hour. I wasn't cross-examining her. Make me sound like the bloody Gestapo. I was just curious. I know, dear, and I'm glad you've taken such an interest in Jesse's girlfriend, but you should give the girl some time to breathe. Oh, very well.
Skylar's having a drink. You can put me down for a cup or two.
Black coffee?
Of course.
And what about you, Jesse?
Oh, some of that orange pico? Pucko? It's gotta be pico, right? If you still have it. Orange pico! If it's you to drink fancy schmancy stuff like that. Does nobody in this house appreciate the value of a simple coffee? It isn't that fancy. It's only Tetley's. Is this a sequel to, you know, it's actually a prequel. This one came first.
Stop looking at me like that, Lilac. Like what?
Like, I don't know, like I've just murdered a puppy.
Do you want anything to drink? Alright then, suit yourself. And does anybody want any biscuits? We have digestives and bourbons.
Never say no to bourbons.
Alright, I'll be back in a tick.
Honestly, I think Mom is just happy, or Mum rather. I think Mum is just happy to have someone who, like, appreciates her. Because nobody in this family seems to appreciate her. Not even Lilac most of the time. And definitely not Dad. Ugh. Yo, digestives. Those are some good biscuits. Those actually are pretty good. Ever heard of digestives? They're called digestives because they're easy to digest.
Very easy biscuits.
God, it really is a classic British breakfast. Baked beans for breakfast. Ugh. You just need to take out the yolks. I don't like the yolks either. Ugh, I don't like tomatoes though. Ugh, I hate the just, whenever you eat a tomato, just the crunch. Like you feel that in your brain. Like it rattles around in your brain. I hate it. She's so real.
Why do you always poke at your food like that, Lilac? Just eat it for God's sake. But I don't like beans or eggs or bacon. You know that. I know that you can be a royal pain in the backside when you want to be. Now eat and slave away at the stove for you to turn up your nose at everything.
And the weird aftertaste of tomatoes too. Just the crunch of a tomato. Salt it? That'd make it worse! No!
I'm not turning my nose up at it. I haven't even moved my head.
You're such a caution, Lilac.
Don't encourage her. Oh, this is embarrassing. What in the world must Skyler think about all this fuss?
Damn.
It's alright. We all have different things we like and dislike. I don't like sweet or parsnips.
Oh, you're a girl after my own heart. Neither do I.
Your fry-up is delicious, though. The bacon's so crispy.
Why, thank you. I do my best.
I just wish Lilac could be as appreciative as you are. Lilac's only 13. It's an awkward age. 13 is old enough to eat up all the food on her plate. I've told you I don't like beans or eggs or bacon. I've told you lots of times.
Well, tough luck, because I like beans and eggs and bacon, and this is my house, and you'll eat what I'm having or you'll go without. So British.
Then I'll have to go without.
Suit yourself. Don't come crying to your mother later when you're hungry.
I won't cry.
Of course you won't. You never cry. You never laugh or smile either. You're much too frigid.
Don't be mean to Lil, Dad. She is your daughter.
I know, don't remind me. Jesus! Ugh, good lord. Ugh. I wonder where all the problems in Lilac's life came from. Good lord. Ah, that was a lovely breakfast, if I do say so myself. Thank you, dear.
Oh, it's no problem.
Damn, Dad, the day just started. Literally, good lord. It's too early for this shit. Itchy magic. Well, I think I'm gonna pop into the office. Need to fetch some things. I'll see you later, Skyler, Jesse. Have fun, you two. God, this poor woman. Ugh. He forgot her? I don't think he forgot her. I think it was an active effort on his part. Also, chat is kind of covering up his face, so I'm gonna move y'all up a little bit. Actually, I'll move y'all over here, but y'all be near the top of the screen. It's intentional. Yeah, absolutely intentional, right? Actually, I'll be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I returned now with more tea. And I blew my nose. I made my tea hotter than usual. Welcome back. Thank you. Okay, let's continue.
Anything crazy happen? I saw my dog rolling around in probably squirrel shit outside. I'd call that interesting. Ew. Yeah, it happens a lot. Sweet Heidi.
Lilac, aren't you going to eat a bit more of your breakfast? Everybody else is nearly finished. I ate the tomatoes, but I don't like the beans or the bacon or the eggs. And what's wrong with the beans or the bacons or the eggs, for heaven's sake? I don't like the texture. I've told you this before, I don't like slimy foods. Oh, you and your textures! It's any excuse with you.
Oh my god, she's so real though. Oh, you and your textures. Jeez.
It isn't an excuse. I can't eat it. There's no such thing as can't. Then why is can't a word? It's not a word, it's a contraction.
Which is a word.
Now stop complaining. You have an answer for everything.
I don't know how you can like the texture of tomatoes but not bacon. Yeah. But then again, autism is a spectrum.
Would you prefer it if I was so stupid I didn't have an answer for anything? Oh, don't give me that.
I'm sorry about this. You must think she's so spoiled.
I already said I don't mind. I was a picky eater when I was young too.
Sometimes I think it goes beyond being picky. She barely eats anything apart from raw carrots and celery sticks, which is a good 2 things to eat though.
I wish I only ate carrots and celery. Then I wouldn't need to fuss over my weight.
She's so real. You don't need to fuss over your weight. I think you're perfect just the way you are.
Oh, Jessie!
Cute.
I don't want to waste food. It costs good money.
Does the family know she's autistic, by the way? I think it was mentioned that she has a, like, professional diagnosis. So, they should know. As an autistic person, textures of foods can totally make or break them. Even if it tastes great, it's also gotta feel right. I get it. I don't have autism, but I have ADHD. So I'm also neurodivergent. And, like, I have the same, like, thing with food. I think they know, but just don't care. Exactly. God, I remember I saw on TikTok a while back about how some girl, in, like, literally as an adult, suspected that she had autism. So she went and got a professional diagnosis done, and they were like, yeah, you have autism. And so she goes back to her family, and it's just like, oh, hey, look, I have autism. Like, is it that crazy? And they were like, oh, yeah, we knew that. We just didn't tell you because we wanted you to be at the, like, same pace as your peers. Crazy. And honestly, I feel like that's the sort of thing that this family would do. Wow. Wow is right. Like, Jesus. Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry so much, Mom. That's right, you do fuss too much.
You'll get wrinkles before you're 50.
But
I'm still hungry, even if Lil isn't. And that bacon on her plate looks pretty appealing. Can I have what you don't want?
Sure.
I need to slow down, sorry. Too much discrimination, literally.
This really hits the spot. You look like you're enjoying yourself.
Of course I'm enjoying myself.
I've been living off microwave meals for too long. I really miss your cooking back in uni, Mom.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my cooking. But should you really eat all that?
Why not? I'm a growing boy. My parents hid my diagnosis from me too until 5th grade. Don't know if they felt I was too young to know or what, but it may or may not have saved a lot of internal conflict around what's wrong with me. No, literally, like, I don't know, sometimes, like, knowing, like, the exact cause of, like, problems that you're having can be a big comfort. For me, at least. Whenever I have a problem, I'm always, like, looking for the cause. And whenever I don't, like, know what's going on, it's like, what am I even supposed to do about this? My sister's on the spectrum, and certain foods she just hates. Mashed potatoes are one. Ugh. I also hate mashed potatoes. They're very slimy. And like the texture inside your mouth, it's like tiny little particles. Ugh. She only started eating things with cinnamon recently. I like cinnamon though. Having a diagnosis but no support stinks. Oh man. It's a denial about being autistic until like 3 years ago. I love all of you so much. Which they aren't.
Well, you've always been skinny. I don't think there's any danger of you getting fat, Jessie, but I don't think you should baby Lilac like this.
What do you mean?
I made this food for her. She should at least try to eat it, but she always turns her nose up at my meals like she's too good for them.
So real. She's so real.
I want her to grow up. She's 13, not 3. She needs to start acting her age.
She's still a kid, Mom. Don't be so hard on her.
Let her be a kid for a little longer, won't you?
Being an adult's pretty tough, as I'm beginning to learn.
I suppose you're right.
Come on, Lilac. It'll be fun.
It won't be fun. Zennor's tiny, and I've seen everything there is to see.
But Skyler hasn't.
I'm very interested. You could be our tour guide, Lilac. I'm sure this lovely old village has a lot of stories. I don't know any stories.
Yes, you do.
Well, can't you be a bit more cooperative? It's alright, Jessie. I haven't been here a full day yet. It's not surprising if she's still uncomfortable around me.
Skyler's so wonderful. And that's precisely why we need to spend more time together. Now come on, Lil, get your shoes on. We all need a Skyler in our lives, literally.
I think I should stay and help Mom wash the dishes. Oh, maybe I should help too.
First day of the school holidays, Lil. You can afford to relax a little. You don't really want to stay inside and clean dishes, do you? Ironically enough, washing dishes with Skyler might actually be a bonding activity. This is the town church. Walking 3 minutes, that's the school. Here's the town square. Here's the pub. That's it.
Are you sure you don't want any help? We can postpone our walk for a while if you want.
so real. I can do any chore except washing dishes. I hate it. Ugh. I can understand why Lilac distrusts Skyler, who's actually that nice, really. I guess for me, I'm just like, oh, she's so sweet. Like, I don't think she has any ulterior motives. I can't do any chore except wash dishes.
Oh no, don't mind me. Go and have fun. Jesse's right, it'd be boring to sit in here with me.
I can take care of this on my own.
I wouldn't be bored. I have 2 younger brothers myself, so I'm used to helping around the house.
That's kind of you.
But it's alright.
You're a guest, Skyler. You didn't come here to clean my kitchen. You came here to spend time with Jesse. I'm pretty sure Skyler at least wants to leave a good impression. She's meeting her boyfriend's family after all. Yes, very good point.
I can spend time with Jesse at university. I want to get to know his family too.
What a sweet girl you are. Jesse really is lucky to have met you. I know. I tell myself that every day.
Oh, you! You really don't need to worry though. We'll have lots of chances to chat later. Now you 2 should run along.
2.
That's right, Skyler.
It's a lovely, clear day. If we go over to the cliffs, we should be able to see it for miles around.
Yes, that's a good idea. Go to the cliffs. It really is pretty, even if it's quite cold this time of year.
She's so real. She's so real. Sister's birthday? Hey! Oh man.
What's wrong, Lil? Why aren't you smiling? I don't feel like smiling. Alright then. Suit yourself. But it seems like a waste. It's such a nice day. It's cold and windy and my hair's getting messy.
Your hair's always messy, Lil. Man. Oof. Nice day, it's fucking cloudy and cold, you Brit. This game is so British. So real.
I'll mess my hair up even more.
So it must be important. Whew. Oh, how hoity-toity! You never used to worry when I ruffled your hair, Lil. You really are growing up.
She's at that age. It's normal for teenagers to care about their looks.
I guess Lil is a teenager, huh? I'm used to looking at her like my kid sister, but she's not gonna be a kid forever.
She'll start developing an interest in makeup soon, and then clothes, and then she'll have a boyfriend before you know it.
I really like this framing also of like Lilac standing on one side of the screen and then Jessie and Skyler standing on the other. Like there's a notable distance between them. I can't imagine Lil wearing makeup. She's never been interested in it before.
Just wait a year or two. You'll be surprised.
I'm already surprised. I feel like Lil's changed a lot since I was away. She used to cling to me like a limpet, but now... Why bother bringing your little sister along with you and your girl when she probably feels like a third wheel? No, literally. Speaking of makeup, that Aislinn girl had a face full of it last time she came over. She isn't that much older than you, is she, Lil?
Who's Aislinn?
One of Lil's friends. She's a nice girl, very blonde and bubbly. She's been to our house a couple times before. Me who grew an interest in makeup 2 years ago, I actually grew an interest in makeup very, very recently. I think about a month ago I actually tried putting on a full face of makeup, but I didn't have any eyeliner, so it looked weird.
Did I say it? Blonde and bubbly? She doesn't sound much like Lilac.
They're polar opposites, but they seem to get along. Aillinn's quite mature for her age, I think. She's always looking out for Lil. You too? I started being interested in makeup. Right? I don't know, something about it lately has just like gotten to me, so I've started experimenting. I've been avoiding practicing eyeliner, please. My hand moves so much I can't do it. Oh no! How is Aislinn anyway? Is she alright?
Eileen's fine. I spoke to her on the phone last night.
Oh, did you? Is that why you went up to your room?
It's one of the reasons. I wanted to talk to her about something.
And to think, whenever you had a problem, you used to talk to me.
You've been away at university for 3 months. I had to get used to you not being there.
But I'm here now, aren't I? If there's something wrong, you can tell me, Lil. Not interested in makeup, probably because I'm a dude. The guys do wear makeup too, me personally though I could never do it. One of my, a very close friend of mine who's also a dude is very into makeup. Honestly, he's goth, so he wears like goth makeup, and it suits him really well. Even before he was goth, you could just kind of tell that something was like missing. And then he like started adopting goth style and I was just like, I found it. Or he's found it. Never liked the way it felt on my face. I guess for me, like, I stopped feeling it after a while. If he's goth, it makes sense. This is true.
There isn't anything wrong.
Are you sure? You've been so quiet lately.
I'm always quiet.
Quieter than usual, then.
If I have problems, I'll tell Aislinn. You wouldn't understand.
Ouch, it hurts. I thought nobody understood you better than I do.
I thought that too.
I guess I'm being unreasonable. I can't expect you to follow me around like a puppy forever. You're getting older and you have your own friends and your own life. That's a good thing. Hmm.
Oh! Look at those cliffs!
These cliffs sure are something, huh?
This is Zennor Head, and at its highest point, the cliffs ride 300 feet above sea level.
Amazing. London's so flat, I never see sights like this.
Zennor Head's pretty tame, really, compared to some parts of Cornwall. The cliffs at Lilac are much steeper.
Metallic?
It's right on the coast, and its cliffs are made of granite. There was a mine back there in the old days. You can still look around it, it's pretty interesting. Rumor has it that the old mines are haunted by the ghosts of all the workers who died there.
Oh, of course there'd be a ghost story or two. There always is.
Tintagel has some pretty cliffs too. In the summer, they're all studded with wildflowers. I think it's even prettier than Zennor.
Tintagel? Why does that sound so familiar?
It's said King Arthur himself was born in Tintagel Castle. Tintagel? You can still go to the ruined castle. It's very pretty. Cornwall, that's rural. Yeah, they're in Cornwall.
King Arthur! You mean the one who led the Knights of the Round Table?
The very one.
Wow. Cornwall really is full of history. I had no idea.
Well, now you do. We could go to Tintagel if you want. It isn't so far away from here.
I think I like that. I've spent too long in London. I want to explore the countryside.
Damn. Then we'll do just that. I want to make sure your trip here is as fun as possible.
But I've already had a lot of fun, Jessie. After all, I'm with you.
Oh, Skyler. Do not kiss.
Jessie.
Do not kiss. Bro, she's right there! She is literally right there. Insane. Bruh moment. Like, listen, I can appreciate that these two are like in a relationship and in love, but like there's someone else right here. Are you like... Bruh moment. I love how all of you are just like, bruh, bruh, bruh. Not in front of the brocon. I feel like the brocon is not even the issue. Like, it's just inconsiderate. It's too much PDA, literally. Welcome back, Rose. No, literally. Like, this is ridiculous.
Oh.
It's PDA. Yes, public displays of affection. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez!
I'm really happy I met you, Skyler.
I'm glad I met you too, Jesse.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is really bad. This is so bad! We're by cliffs, babes! Babes, cliffs, cliffs.
Welcome in, Lekin.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
These cliffs are very steep. I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded.
Sorry. We can go back if you want. I'm done enjoying the view.
Is that alright?
Of course. I'd do anything for you. Are you finished, Lil? Or you want to stay out here a little bit longer? Skyler and I are gonna go back.
Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, babes. Babes, she's gonna get her alone. Oh no! I thought she was either gonna push her off or jump. I think she's still gonna try to push her off. I think she's just gonna do it later. Oh, good lord. Wince. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, fish.
Actually, she's kind of real for that.
Fisherman's pie? Never had a fisherman's pie. I don't know if is there actual fish in it?
Probably. The music is not helping. No, literally, the music, like, just fills you with this, like, constant anxiety. It's a good choice.
I actually don't know if this game is a custom soundtrack.
Like a shepherd's pie, but with fish. I've never had shepherd's pie. I don't know what's in it.
Oh wait, shepherd's pie has meat in it, right? Oh, for God's sake. Why are you always like this, Lilac?
I don't like slimy food. You should know that.
It's a custom soundtrack. Really? Wow. It's lamb. Ah, naruhodo.
My fish pie isn't slimy, it's creamy. Is there a difference?
It's meat and mashed potatoes. Oh,
Ugh. Mashed potatoes.
of course there's a difference. I put a lot of butter in it. And some expensive seafood, too. It's luxurious.
We're good.
You should count yourself lucky I make nice food for you every day, Lilac, instead of fast food rubbish.
She's kind of real for this, though.
I don't like my food touching either. That's why you get takeout.
No, like mashed potatoes? Unsubscribe. I'm sorry. I hate the texture. And I kind of hate the taste, too. But I hate the texture more than anything. Oof. You shouldn't, baby. You shouldn't.
What is it, Lilac? Is there something on my face? Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried.
Stop looking at Skyler like that, Lilac. She's not an exhibit at the zoo. You make the poor girl feel uncomfortable.
Well, I am from the city. I might seem strange to Lilac.
No need to make excuses for her. Everyone knows Lilac's the strange one here. She's always been peculiar, ever since she was a baby.
Lots of geniuses were thought to be peculiar when they were young, but then they went on to dazzle the world. Like Percy Shelley or Isaac Newton.
Or Jeremy Kyle. Did you know he had a thing about licking golf balls? Why would you bring this up?
What, really?
I read about it online. Apparently he has OCD. You'd think, having OCD and all, you wouldn't want to lick your golf balls clean, but the human brain is a strange thing. Oh, I know all about that. I have to deal with Lilac.
You never know. She might surprise you when she gets older. She could have all sorts of talents just bursting to get out.
Our Lilac. It's unlikely. The only thing she's good at is being bloody insolent. Now, that's not strictly true. Lil has lots of skills. She's very imaginative and she's good at drawing. Isn't that right, Lil? I'll believe it when I see it. She's never shown me any of her drawings. You'd be surprised. She's quite good at it, really. Better than me, anyway.
Oh, you can't even draw a straight line.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me. I know I'm not gifted with the pen or paper. Lil is, though.
What does she draw?
Oh, all sorts. Mostly manga characters.
The ones with the big eyes.
That's right. She's drawn a lot of cute girls in her sketchbook, and she did a few pictures of me, too. She made me look more handsome than I really am.
How lovely! I have a few cousins who are into that manga stuff. It's like cartoons, isn't it?
Japanese cartoons, yeah, Lil likes that kind of thing.
I wonder... Why don't you show me your pictures, Lil? I'm curious.
Oof. She does want to be friends with you. I'd rather not.
Oh, why not? I'd really love to see your artwork, Lil.
You wouldn't. My drawings aren't that good.
I'm sure they're better than mine. I can't draw for toffee.
I don't want to show you. You'd laugh at me.
I wouldn't laugh. I don't want to make fun of you. I'm interested in you, can't you tell?
Oh!
Nobody's interested in me. You're a liar. Come on, Lilac. Everybody else is finished. Why don't you hurry up and eat?
Just ignore her. She's looking for attention. That's what she wants. Jeez.
Alright, fine. Go hungry. See if I care.
I hate the dad. No, literally. He's such a piece of shit.
It's alright. I didn't clean the table at breakfast, so I want to help now.
You don't need to help, dear.
You're a guest. Lilac can help me clean up, can't you? I don't want to be a guest. I'd like to be a real member of your family someday. And that's why I want to help while I'm here. It's my way of thanking you for being so considerate, and it wouldn't feel right otherwise. Oh, when you put it like that. All right, you've twisted my arm. Go on, then. Do you want to dry the dishes with me, Lil?
For every like in this dono, I'll hit the dad. There you go. I've liked it. Thank you for the 75 cents, Rose. I love you so much. 10.
Say less.
10 likes instantly is crazy. Love you, Ren.
Mwah.
You want to clean up with our Lilac?
That's right. I want to chat with her a bit alone, and I thought this would be as good an opportunity as any.
12, 14.
But why do you want to talk with Lilac?
May I join in? I threw a mean right hook. Over half the viewers. I think we have more than 2/3 of them, actually.
I want to get to know her a bit better. I thought it might be hard for her to talk.
Thank you for the 5, Skittle. Now double it. Here, I got you.
Plus, I figured you might want to rest after making us such a lovely meal.
I took boxing lessons, about to go ham. Ayy.
Well, I do feel rather tired. That's very thoughtful of you, dear. Don't mention it.
I think I might just take you up on the offer. Don't expect to get too much out of Miss Grumpy here. She barely even speaks to me, and I'm her mother.
I won't be pushy. Look.
Holy shit. Triple it. Ayy. I love all of you so much. See, we are bonding over hate. Over the hate of men, I guess. My punches are strong, my kicks will put you down. Violence against terrible fathers.
Lil can open up to me when she wants. And if she doesn't, that's fine too. One of my cousins is very shy, so this is nothing new for me.
I'm a man. Sorry.
Alright then. Don't cause Skyler any mischief, alright, Lilac?
Feel the hate flow through you. Punch him! Punch him! Punch the dad! Thank you for the 10, Ink. Bro, let him get up! Let him get up! Only hate awful men. Correct. Bonding through hating? Hell yeah. Thank you for the 2. It's been like a day. Woohoo! This is so sad because he does care about her. Girl, you're gonna be taken from him for literal life. This is tragic, literally. Holy shit. 10? I may or may not know some people. They'll never be able to find all the pieces of him by the time they're done. A healthy bonding. Hate. Thank you for the 10, Fanta. Me? Real.
What's wrong, Lil? You've stopped drying the dishes.
funding Aster's uni through this. For real, I appreciate it, y'all.
Oh.
So true. Give him the GLaDOS treatment! GLaDOS, sorry. Fake fan. Give him the GLaDOS treatment! Rah! Just wanted to say hi. Thank you, French. Thank you, Ike, for the 2.
Not to worry, it's alright. I space out a lot too. Was something on your mind?
I was just thinking about something.
And what's that,
I thought... I've been acting rather rude to you during your visit.
You don't need to apologize. I don't blame you for being on your guard. I am a strange woman you've never met before, and spending so much time with me must be tiring.
Is Skyler wearing a beret? She is. Is she secretly French? I don't know about that.
It is rather tiring. But Jessie is right. I should be more polite to you. I was thinking about that at dinner, actually.
Is that why you were staring at me?
Yes. I was thinking I should do something nice to you to show you I'm sorry.
You don't need to go out of your way for my sake. Talking with you is more than enough.
But actions speak louder than words. That's what Dad always tells me.
Well, how about this? Why don't you show me your sketchbook? I'm very, very interested in seeing your drawings.
My sketchbook isn't very special. I could do something more exciting.
Like what? Are you gonna draw a picture of me?
No. I thought I could take you on a walk to Zennor Head, and I could tell you a story.
Zennor Head? But we already went there today, and it's getting dark outside.
I know, but my story is best told at night. It's a really, really good story, I promise.
Well, Jessie did say you had a good imagination.
It is in my imagination. This story really happened in Zennor hundreds of years ago. I thought you might like to hear it.
Is it a ghost story?
No, it's a love story.
And you want to tell me it?
That's right. It's because I hope you and Jessie can stay together and be happy, just like the characters in the story.
Oh, Lilac, thank you!
Oh, jeez.
Why are you thanking me?
Because you really are a sweet girl. I was afraid you didn't like me, or I'd done something to upset you. But now I see I was worrying for nothing. You're very kind.
Oh, something like sympathy. I like endures Skyler's embrace. Yeah, she's not hugging her back. I feel so bad for both Skyler and Lilac. I want them to get along. Literally, jeez. What whiplash to see this cute CG and that dark dialogue.
It's pretty chilly outside.
Mm. Please don't do the thing, Lilac. Praying.
These cliffs are so steep. They make my legs feel weak. Don't you like heights? I can't say I'm a big fan. My parents took me on the London Eye when I was little, and I had to keep my eyes closed the whole time. I was terrified, and I was inside a little glass pod then. Is the London Eye the big wheel that spins around? That's right. Have you ever been on it? I've never been to London. I've just seen photographs online. It didn't look like it was that scary. Well, I was only 6 at the time, and I was a huge crybaby. I'm not quite as scared of heights now. But you still don't like them. No, I don't. That's a shame. We need to be a bit closer to the edge of the cliff so I can tell my story. I think we're plenty close enough as it is, aren't we? No. We need to go right to the edge, so we can see all the sea below, all stretched out like a picnic blanket. A picnic blanket, huh? You really do have a way with words, Lilac. I like writing stories. You really are creative. I can't believe you can draw and write. I can't do either. Life isn't fair. Maybe you can't draw or write, but you're much prettier than I am. Well, thank you. But there's more to life than looks. People say that, but they don't mean it. Some of the girls at school tease me because I look ugly. And that's very bad of them. You're not ugly in the slightest. You have a sweet, heart-shaped face and lovely blue eyes. My hair is short and ratty, and my nose is too big, and my eyebrows are the wrong shape, and I'm too skinny and pale. And who's been telling you all that rubbish? Isla and Phoebe and Lucy and Megan. Mostly Megan. Those names sound familiar. I think your brother mentioned them to me. He said those girls give you a lot of grief? They do. But I try to ignore them. That's the best way to go about it. I'm sure they're just jealous because you're so smart and creative. I don't think they're jealous. I wouldn't be jealous of me. That's because you're looking too closely at yourself. It's easy to see your imperfections if you stare at them. Nobody else is looking that hard, I promise.
This music. Yeah, this is the title screen music. Ugh. VN was sponsored by McDonald's.
Welcome in.
It's okay, you can change your mind.
We need to get closer to the edge of the cliff.
No. Please change your mind. Begging, begging.
Lil? Are you sure it's safe to stand over there? I'll be fine. I know these cliffs well. I used to take walks here with Jessie a lot in the past.
What do you mean, do it? No.
But the wind's so strong tonight. I don't want you getting blown off the edge. I might be small, but I'm not that small. I'll be fine. I don't know. I'd feel terrible if you fell. What in the world would I tell your brother? Or your parents?
Why didn't you look out for her? Why did you let her die?
Don't worry so much.
Neurotic is crazy.
I can't help but worry. I have 2 little brothers, and I'm supposed to be the adult. You're not the adult now. I am, and I'll tell you a story if you come and stand next to me. Oh, all right, but I'll have to keep a hold on you so you don't slip. I won't. I would hope not.
My coworker's watching the stream now.
Hey, nice. One of us. Wow, you were right. The sea really does look pretty from here. I told you so. I should have believed you. It doesn't seem like many people believe you, Lilac. What do you mean? Your parents are always picking on you. They don't seem to appreciate any of your accomplishments. I know it isn't right of me to criticize them since I'm a guest and all, but I did feel sorry for you. You don't need to be sorry for me. I'm used to it.
Tell her I'm in.
Hey! But that's even worse! I can't imagine being belittled by my own family like that. My dad never really wanted me. I'm his second child from his second marriage. He's never loved my mother as much as Jessie's mother, and he's never loved me as much as he loves Jessie. Did he tell you that? He doesn't tell me anything. Most of the time, he ignores me. That's how I know. You don't ignore people if you care about them. How horrible. I thought your dad seemed like a nice man, but I can't stand the way he treats you.
Trauma dumping to girlfriend's brother is crazy. Hey, trauma bonding.
Most people treat me like that. You poor thing. Would you like me to talk to him? Maybe he'll listen to me if he won't listen to you. You can try.
Tell your coworker thank you.
Lil? Are you alright? I'm fine. Why? You were staring into nothing again, and you were shaking. I don't want you coming down with a cold. Maybe we should go back home. We can't go home yet. I still haven't told you my story. Oh, yes, your story. What is it about? Mermaids. Oh? That's right. You may not know it, but mermaids used to live in the sea near Zennor. One of these mermaids was called Morvrin, and she was the daughter of King Lir, who was the ruler of the ocean. One day, when Morvrin was sitting on a rock near Zennor Head, she heard a very clear and beautiful singing voice coming from the village of Zennor. She was entranced by the voice, and came back the next day, and the next, desperate to hear more of this beautiful song. This continued for weeks, until Morvrin finally learned that the singing was coming from the church of Saint Sonara during Mass. Morvrin went to her father, King Lir, and told him about the song, and how badly she wanted to hear it sung in person. Her father was appalled at this idea. He knew the singing was made by humans, and feared these humans would mistreat Morvrin if they saw her. Humans believed mermaids to be wicked creatures that sang sailors into their watery graves, and he did not want these humans harming his precious little girl. At first, the king forbade his daughter to go into the village, but this made Morvrin cry. Feeling guilty and sorry for his beautiful daughter, King Lir gave Morvrin permission to go into Zennor in disguise, and told her not to let any humans see her. Morvrin attended the church service that Sunday, wearing a long dress that covered her fish's tail. She opened the door to the church silently, so nobody would hear her, and slipped inside as the choir began its final hymn. The congregation were listening to the choir, so nobody heard or saw Morvrin. Morvrin listened to the choir too. She thought their singing was beautiful, but one voice stood out above all the others. It was a sweet man's voice, so pure it sounded angelic. The voice belonged to a man called Mathy. He was young and very handsome. The more he sang, the more Morvrin fell for him, until she was utterly under his spell. Morvrin wished she could stay in the church and listen to Mathy singing, but she knew if she lingered she'd be seen by the other humans. She crept out of the church before the song could end and ran back to the shore. She dove back into the water, which was cold and dark, but familiar and safe, and promised her father she would not go into the village of man anymore. She did not keep her promise. Morvrin tried to keep away from the church, but she couldn't. She kept thinking about Mathy, and so she slipped out of the water and put on her human disguise the following Sunday. She slipped through the old wooden doors quietly, and stood in the shadows where nobody could see her, and slipped out again just as quietly, so nobody knew she'd ever been there.
Thank you, Ink.
This continued for a year. Nobody saw Morvern and nobody spoke to her. She continued to watch Matey from afar in silence, her love for him growing stronger and stronger every time he sang. Morvern knew Matey would never return her feelings, but she didn't care. She loved him so much she was happy to watch him from a distance. An unrequited romance was better than being rejected outright, and how could love between a mermaid and a human ever flourish? They were just too different. It was better, then, to keep her feelings to herself. That way she could never ever get hurt. At least, that was what Morvern thought, until one night. On this night, Morvern was so captivated by Matey's singing that she forgot to leave the church before the last song ended. Matey's voice, when he reached the final high note of the piece, was so pure and beautiful that Morvern sighed deeply in love and admiration, and this sigh was so very sweet and long that it caught Matey's attention. "Hello, darling." Matey looked up from his hymn and saw Morvern at the back of the church. She was so beautiful with her pale skin and her fair hair, she took his breath away. "Mugman, make sure you get a snack." Matey was enchanted, but Morvern was terrified. Her father had told her she could not let any human see her, and she had already broken his trust by returning to Zennor so many times over the last year. Morvern tried to flee. She dashed towards the door, even as Matey called after her to stop. She tore through the church grounds and almost made it to the shore, when she tripped on her long dress, which hid her fish's tail. She would have fallen to the ground, but she felt a pair of strong arms wrap around her waist, holding her steady. It was Matey. Matey, who'd fallen in love with Morvern, asked her who she was, and where she'd come from, and whether she'd stay with him. Morvern could not answer any of these questions. She only cried because she was a mermaid, and she knew their love was impossible, even though she loved him. Morvern told Matey this, but he was young and stubborn, and he persisted. "It doesn't matter to me what you are," Matey told Morvern. "You and I might be different, but you are the most beautiful creature I have ever seen. I never want to be parted from you." "I'm happy to hear that, but the villagers will never accept our love," Morvern told Matey tearfully. "If they see me, they'll kill me." "Then I will have to live in the ocean with you," Matey said. Morvern tried to make Matey change his mind, but it was too late. Matey scooped Morvern up into his arms and ran with her towards the shore. By this point, the congregation had caught up to them. They saw Morvern in Matey's arms, and they saw her fish's tail poking out from the hem of her dress, and they instantly knew what she was. They told Matey that mermaids were wicked monsters that lured men to their deaths, and he could not go with her into the water because it would kill him. "Then let it kill me," Matey said. "I don't care what happens to my body. All I care about is being with this woman who I love, no matter what she may be." The congregation tried to stop Matey, but he was too fast. He dove into the ocean, still holding Morvern, and then the two of them were gone. The people of Zennor never saw Matey or Morvern ever again. Lilac tells a story. And? What happened to Morvern and Matey? Nobody knows. That's where the story ends. But it can't end like that. I want to know if they had a happy ending. If this was a movie, there'd be a dramatic final kiss, and then a whole wedding scene. Well, this isn't a movie. This is an old folk story, and they don't always have happy endings. But Matey and Morvern did stay together, didn't they? When I first read the story, I thought that they stayed together for a long time, until they turned gray. But I'm not sure now. Why aren't you sure? What changed? Life. on, Lil. You can't end the story like that. Tack on a happy epilogue at least. I can't do that. I'd like to believe they live together, but things aren't always that simple. Oh dear, you're so cynical for your age. I'm not cynical. I'm just being practical. But aren't you too young to be so unflinchingly realistic? Can't you let yourself believe they had a happy ending? I'd like to believe it. But I know from experience that things don't always work out that way. Not for people who are distant. Different. Well, you might be a bit different, but you can have a happy ending too, you know?
No. You don't know. Don't try to act like you do.
Well, maybe I don't know entirely, but I still want to help. I'm here for you. You're here for me. That's right. I never asked you to be here for me. I never asked you to come here. I know that. I thought it might come as a shock to you. I told Jesse he should let you know about me in advance so you could prepare yourself, but Jesse didn't care. It's not that he didn't care. He just wasn't thinking. Exactly. He wasn't thinking about me. Oh, don't be like that, Lil. Jesse thinks about you a lot. I know he loves you. Not as much as he loves you. That's different. I'm his girlfriend. I might not be his girlfriend forever, but you'll always be his sister, Lil. You'll always have a place in his heart, but I'm only here for the present. You'll always come first in his heart. That's what I thought too. You don't need to be jealous of me. I'm not going to steal Jesse from you. I promise. Mm. Eh.
She really is really mature for 19. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh! Oh, babes. Oh, babes! Babes! Everyone! Oh, dear! Oh, dear! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Get the worst one first. That's gotta be the top one, right? So I guess there's two endings here. One of them where we kill her and one of them where we don't. Hold on, I need to shut my window. Bad ending or good ending? Second one? Second one is obviously the good one, so we're gonna get the bad one first. Y'all know how it is with me. The top has to be killing Skyler, right? Right.
I'll make this story have a happy ending.
Oh, jeez.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't speak to me! Don't look at me! Lil... Don't call me Lil! Only my brother could call me that because I love him and I don't love you! But, Lil... I was just trying to be nice. I thought... You thought I was so sad and needy and desperate. I thank you for your pity? Do you think I'm that pathetic? No, Lil. I already told you not to call me that! I don't want your pity or your fake friendship! I don't want it! Well, I'm sorry if I upset you. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to interfere! You think you understand me, but you've only known me 2 days. I'm not that simple! I know you're not. I didn't mean that. I wasn't looking down on you. You're a liar! Everybody looks down on me. Everybody! I'm not looking down on you. I swear I'm not. You are. You pretend to be nice, but you're not doing it because you care about me. Nobody cares about me. You're just doing it because you want to look good in front of Jesse. I do want to get on with Jesse's family. But is that really such a bad thing? I was just trying to be friendly. But not for my sake. It's never for my sake. You and Mrs. Corey and even Aislinn, all these people who act nice to me do it because it's their job, or they want to feel good about themselves, or because they want to impress my brother. It's not about me. It's never about me. I'm just a burden, a bother, a pain. I'm somebody you comfort and console so you can pat yourself on the back. But it's never about how I really feel. Nobody cares about how I feel. But that isn't true, Lil. I do care. I care about you. No, you don't. You don't. If you cared about me, then you would have never stolen my brother from me! I wasn't trying to steal him! I didn't mean to, but you did anyway! You took the one person away from me who loved me and cared about me, and now I have nobody! You stole everything from me, so don't act like you care! Don't try to pretend like you know how I feel! You don't understand, so just shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh, jeez. Good lord. Amazing voice work as usual. Wish I could give more. Thank you so much, Lukai. Stunning story. The writing is so good. I love Evie's works. Every time I'm just like, ugh, it's so good. Oh. Yay! Yay! Fantastic job as always. Thank you. Oof. Oof. I have chills. Same. Oof. What a scene. Yeah. This cannot be it. So that's just one ending. We're gonna get the other ending now. So, I wish this story had a happy ending, which is probably the ending where we don't kill her. It isn't fair! It isn't fair! I can't read that fast. I'll just set it on auto, because I feel like the auto speed is pretty good.
It isn't fair! I can't stand it! Lilac! Lilac, what is it? What's wrong? Everything's wrong! Everything! Everything! What do you mean, everything? Did I say something to upset you? No! This isn't about you!
There we go.
I just wanted to be happy. I wanted to be loved and have people who love me, but that never seems to work. What do you mean? What doesn't work? No. Nothing works! I try to be a good girl at school, but I still get bullied. Isla and Phoebe and Lucy and Megan throw things at me on the bus and they call me. And in PE class, they hit me with their hockey sticks and say it's a mistake, but I know it isn't a mistake, and so does the teacher, but they never get in trouble. Nobody gets in trouble when they're mean to me because I'm a problem child. And I stabbed Megan in the head with a compass in math class last year, and everybody thinks I deserve it. Oh, well. You don't deserve that. Nobody deserves to be bullied. But people bully me anyway! They do it because I'm different and they don't understand me, but they don't even try to understand me! They don't want to understand me! Neither do Mom and Dad! They say I'm a nuisance, and they always snap at me for things I can't help! Or they pretend I don't exist because I'm a bother, and it's easier for them if they ignore me, but it isn't easier for me! I can't imagine it would be. I can't imagine how you must be feeling at all, but that really does sound hard.
Thank goodness. It's hard for me. And nobody seems to care that it's hard for me because they're so busy fussing about how I make things hard for them.
That's very selfish and wrong of them. You're not a bother, Lil. You're your own human, and you have worth and value, and nobody should make you feel like you don't.
Skyler. I don't know what to do. I act like I know what to do, but I never really know. I don't know anything.
No, that isn't true. You're a smart girl, and I'm sure you know some things.
Oh, I don't! I thought I knew the truth. I thought that you were a wicked witch, but you're not. Megan is a witch. And so are my mother and father and all the people who've ever been mean to me. They're the wicked ones.
You thought I was a witch? Well, that might be fun. But witches are evil and wicked, and you're not wicked. Not all witches are wicked. Some of them tell fortunes with tarot cards, and they make herbal remedies that heal people, and they have lots of black cats. Not the witches in fairy tales. They're ugly, and they have big noses, and they wear black, and they boil children in cauldrons and eat their bones. I do wear a lot of black, but I don't think I'd like to eat a child. It'd be too many bones. The human body has 206 bones. I read it on the internet.
I didn't know that.
See? You do know a lot of things.
I don't know anything useful. And I was wrong about the things I thought I knew, because you're not a witch.
I might not be a witch, but I can be wicked when I want. My younger cousins think I'm very wicked indeed when I babysit them, and I tell them to go to bed by 9, and I don't let them eat any ice cream. I don't like ice cream. I don't like slimy food. What foods do you like? Wow. I like hard, dry, crumbly foods, like biscuits or toast or crackers. I like most meat too, so long as it isn't greasy, and flaky pastries that don't have slimy fillings. I see. I'll have to keep that in mind when you visit Jessie and me in London. You'd let me visit you?
Of course! I like you a lot, Lil, and I know Jessie loves you, and we'd both be happy if you came to stay.
Does Jessie love me?
He does.
I know he can be a bit thoughtless sometimes, but he really does care about you. He's always worrying about you. He was afraid your mother and father wouldn't treat you very well when he was gone, and maybe he was right. Mom and Dad have never been nice to me. I'm used to it. But you don't like being used to it, do you? Then I'll talk to them. Jesse and I. We'll argue on your behalf, Lil. We won't let them mistreat you. They've never hit me. It doesn't matter. They don't need to hit you. They talk over you and they ignore you and they make you feel bad. That's just as horrible. It has been horrible. I know other people have it worse than I do, so I thought I should be quiet about it and ignore it. But there's a limit to how many things I can ignore. It builds and builds and builds until you feel like you're going to explode. Well, I don't want to say I know how you feel, because I don't. I've only known you for 2 days, and it'd be presumptuous of me to think I understand everything. But I do know that I don't want you to be sad. You care about my happiness. That's right. And so does Jesse. We both care about you. I'm not used to people caring about me. Well, you should get used to it, because I'm going to do my best to cheer you up. You're such a pretty girl, it's a shame you frown so much. I don't have much to smile about.
It's the meme.
Maybe a smile would be nice.
Nothing to smile about in my life.
And I'm not pretty. I think you're pretty. You're just saying that. It isn't true. It's true to me. You have very lovely blue eyes and smooth skin, much smoother than mine when I was 13. And your hair is sleek and glossy. You almost remind me of a kitten. I'm not a kitten. I'm a human. That's right. You're a human with feelings, and I think your parents need to be reminded of that. Skyler. What? I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. I thought about doing something wrong. But you didn't. And it's your actions that define who you are, not your thoughts. I have a lot of wicked thoughts. Sometimes it makes me wonder whether I'm really a witch. You're not a witch, and you're not wicked. You're only 13 years old. Maybe other people have been mean to you, and you've been mean to them back, but that doesn't make you bad. I'm not so sure. It's normal to be unsure of yourself at your age. The doctor told me I wasn't normal. You might process things differently from other people, but that isn't a bad thing. You're not bad. I don't think you are, at least. You deserve to be happy. I don't know if I can, though. Happiness seems so far away. Maybe it is. And you might face more obstacles than everybody else, but I hope you can make it in the end. I really, truly do.
Adopt her, Skyler. They're not that different in age. She is a queen. I love her. Oh, we get to see the confrontation.
Aw. I'll only talk about it if it's alright with you. Do you mind, Lilac?
I believe.
It's alright. You can tell my parents what happened.
What did happen? What have you done now, Lilac?
I haven't done anything.
That's rubbish. You're always up to something, slinking around the house like a bad smell. She didn't do something to upset you, did she, Skyler?
Oh, if she has, I'm terribly sorry. I've tried to raise her well, but she's so obtuse. She never listens.
Sometimes I don't know why we bother.
Lilac didn't do anything to upset me. She is the one who's upset.
Lilac upset? She's always been a moody madam. You should just ignore her.
Like you always do, you mean?
Get him, girl! Whoop! 8, literally. What do you mean?
I mean what I said. Lilac is your daughter. You should give her a bit of attention from time to time, but you never do. You act like she doesn't exist, and when you remember that she does, you treat her like a nuisance. Is it any wonder she looks so gloomy all the time? It's because you've been ignoring her.
What? Where's all this coming from? What has Lilac been telling you?
She didn't need to tell me much. I have eyes, ears too. I heard and saw enough for myself to deduce what's going on.
There's nothing going on. I've been as good a father as I can be to Lilac, but she makes it so bleeding difficult. Be a different story if she was a nice, normal child, but...
You shouldn't say that about your own daughter. Lilac is Lilac, and you should love her for who she is. You can't wish her into being somebody else. It's cruel.
I'm not cruel. I look after her, don't I? I give her enough food to eat and I send her to school. I'm doing the best I can with the hand I was dealt, but you don't understand what it's like.
No, I don't understand. I'm sure you have your own problems, but Lilac's still your daughter. You want to take more of an interest in her. Isn't that your duty?
My duty? Who are you to tell me about my duty? You're still just a child yourself.
I know I have a lot to learn. And I don't mean to be rude. You've been very good to me. I just wish you could exchange... Jeez. I just wish you could extend the same courtesy to your daughter.
What? Oh, basics of a parenting. Round of applause for this guy. Hold on. Ah, fuck, I'm not Nicole. I can't use my soundboard. Hold on. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Y'all get me.
No!
These two are super serious and Jesse's still smiling, please. He hasn't said shit this whole time.
No!
Lilac. Is this true? Have I really been cruel to you? I mean, the fact that he has to ask, this is a good point.
I do not think you're a bad father. You've never hit me, at least. You're not so terrible. But sometimes when I'm with you, I feel terrible.
When I try to talk, you don't listen. Or it looks like I annoy you. So I stop talking. I thought that would make you happy, but it doesn't. I don't know how to make you happy. I'm trying, but it's hard. I just want us all to be happy. Lilac, is that true? I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. Oh, Lilac. I thought you were just being difficult to spite me. But maybe I was being thoughtless. We've never seen eye to eye, have we?
No, well, you are taller than me.
That isn't what I meant. It seems like we're always talking past each other, aren't we? I was never able to talk with you like your brother could. You seemed happy with him, but not with me. To be honest, it made me feel jealous. You were jealous of me? Yes. I know I shouldn't have been. It was very petty. But how else was I supposed to feel after being rejected by my own daughter? I wasn't rejecting you. And if it was, I didn't mean to. I was just being myself. I never wanted to make anybody sad. And I never wanted to make you sad either, Lilac. Somehow it just all happened.
Well, now you know it has happened. Maybe you can make it not happen? I don't want us to fight.
I don't want to fight either, believe you me, I don't. I hate living in such a desolate house, all of us sitting in separate rooms, not talking. We're not like a real family. I've tried. God knows I've tried, but work has been so stressful. Everything's been mounting up. Maybe I was ignoring Lilac. And you, Heather. I thought that was for the best, but maybe I was being unfair. I'm sorry, Lilac. I'm sorry to you too, Heather. Skyler's right. As much as I hate to admit it, I have been a bit of a louse.
Oh,
Good ending.
Oh, that's so sweet.
sibling-in-law ending. No, literally.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Yay, a bit of an effort. Hey, it's better than nothing. Baby steps. Oof.
Oh, that's nasty.
Where's he even looking? I should report him. He's such a creep.
Oh.
Exactly. Tell her to get a hobby.
She's just like me, for real!
Stop reading ahead. Sorry.
Copic markers. Woo!
This is a good ending. Ohuhu's also pretty good.
Oh. Aw.
Lilac is pretty.
First step, Lilac perseveres.
Tires, is that how it's spelled in Britain?
Yes, it is.
That was lovely. That was a really good ending. I like this game. Of course, I've never really disliked an Ebby game. I like the let's go, she's wild. Yay! I like the I really appreciate how like dark and yet like uplifting the ending was. Hurt Comfort really is my favorite. Ebby games always slap for real. Literally can never go wrong. Also check, and jail equals jail. Very normal language. Yeah. The game is a lot different than I thought it would be. Honestly, yeah, I thought it would be a little bit darker, and honestly that was part of why I hesitated to pick it up again, because I was just like, I don't want something dark right now. I want something happier. But I was like, I might as well just finish it. I'm happy that I did. Bet you're gonna like the DTL endings.
Hell yeah.
This was certainly happy. For real. Oh, and babes, so a fun little thing about Ebby's novels is that she usually like puts like notes at the end once you finish the game. And so you can see like her thought processes on it. So obviously we're gonna read those out. It was kind of happy. It was.
All right.
Extras, gallery, and notes. Oh, so these ones are quite short. Alright.
Hi, Evie here. Thank you for reading The Mermaid of Zennor. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, look, it's another short, gloomy visual novel about a sad teenage girl set in England. I seem to write this kind of story a lot. At least I know where my interests lie. Tonally, the story is pretty similar to my old free VN, Lynn. I haven't played Lynn. It has the same oppressive feeling plus a highly ambient soundtrack, which, by the way, was composed by the same person who managed Lynn's OST. Lynn and Lilac even look somewhat alike. I hope these stories don't feel too samey despite all that. The Mermaid of Zennor was inspired by the 1939 novella Schoolgirl by Dazai. Schoolgirl is, as the title might suggest, is about the titular schoolgirl, and it's written from her perspective as she navigates a day in her life. It's quite a melancholy read which doesn't have much in the way of a plot. It's mostly introspection from a probably depressed narrator about how hard it can be to simply exist. The narrator in Schoolgirl is almost unfailingly melancholy, but there are parts of the narrative where she talks pretty harshly about her classmates and her supposed friends, whom she finds shallow and vapid. She also constantly contradicts herself through the story, first positing that she likes a certain person or thing, then instantly saying, but now I think about it, I might hate them or it after all. I found Schoolgirl a pretty interesting read, and I think the stream of conscience manner of writing it employs is very convincing. Though the reader doesn't spend much time with the main character, and I don't believe you ever learn her name, the thought process seemed very realistic. I found myself sympathizing with her a lot. Lilac and Mermaid was based around Dazai's Schoolgirl, and her narrative voice is somewhat similar. I wanted the story to really dig into her head, to make the narration feel raw and realistic, even when she's not entirely sure how she feels herself. It also has some of the curtness towards other people that Dazai's narrator has. The scene of Lilac speaking to Jesse's shirt, meanwhile, was inspired by the infamous death scene in Tsubahibi, though Lilac doesn't go quite as far as Takuji. It's not that kind of story. Now that I think about it, maybe Lilac's narrative voice shares a few things in common with the jumbled stream of conscious narration that Takuji's character in Tsubahibi does too. I originally intended for the story to only have one ending, the ending where Lilac pushes Skyler off the cliff, but I felt so bad for my characters that I couldn't go through with it. I generally enjoy making my characters suffer to a degree, but I didn't want to doom Lilac to the fate of being a murderer. That would ruin her life, and she's not in the best headspace to begin with. In a moment of weakness, I added a second ending which has a slightly more hopeful bent to it. This is the benefit of writing VNs. If you're too cowardly to stick to your guns like I am, you can offer cheery alternatives to your otherwise unpleasant narrative. I hope you find at least one of the two endings satisfactory. You'll have to let me know what you think.
Ebby.
Yeah. Is this the same creator of Is Lonely? Yes, it is.
Alright, so that was the Mermaid of Zennor.
Lovely game. I really enjoyed it. I like her protagonist, Lilac. It was a lot easier to play for me also when I wasn't doing the narration, so I might do more streams like this if y'all were okay with it.
How did y'all feel about it?
I love how Ebby goes for a tragic ending that says, wait, fuck, I feel bad, and then adds a happy ending. No, literally. It's just the first visual novel that she's played like, she's done like that. Join An Hour In, it was enjoyable. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with it. Lovely. This was fun.
Yeah.
How was the speed? I read really quickly, and Mugman complains about it sometimes. If needed, I'm sure the mods could come in and narrate /J. I missed the climax, so I'm so sad. That's a shame. It was a really good climax. I read quick too, so I didn't bother. Too fast. I was fine with it. Maybe it was a bit fast, but not bad. I'll need to be more conscientious with it. I could see why they complain. I actually was trying to delay it a little bit, so if it was still a bit fast even then, oof. I found the speed to be fine, although I'm a fast reader too. Crazy ride. Crazy ride indeed. I really love this game. Of course, I really love, I love Ebby's works. Ebby's just a fast reader / neg. I just read it as the words appear. Yeah, fast reader. Yeah, I read a lot of books in my youth, and I still read a lot. Not as many, like, you know, physical books, but I still read a lot of, like, fanfiction. That's it, don't knock fanfiction. Fanfiction is pretty good. And also I read a lot of visual novels, so, although it's maybe a bit unorthodox reading, I still read a whole lot. And obviously, as a voice actor, I have to read scripts pretty quickly as well, so I think my reading speed has managed to stay the same throughout the years. I read it as the words appear, but I need a bit to register it in my head.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
Fanfic is awesome at times. You have to find the right one. Obviously AO3 over Wattpad. I think we've established this. But, yeah, that was Mermaid of Zennor. I'll probably be playing more games from Ebby, but I'm gonna flip-flop to some other stuff. Because I've been on a real Ebby Hime kick lately. So maybe I'll share more novels from Ebby at a later date. I do have a couple of them that I'm absolutely going to play. As someone who was a Wattpad writer, yes. Fanficnet over AO3. I found so many factfics. One in particular was so good, and it was like a genuine novel. I just couldn't wait to read the next chapters. I'm just saying, fanfiction is good. Like, genuinely, it is good writing sometimes. Like, listen, because it's the internet, literally anybody can just upload their work. If you want a lot of work, but not necessarily good work, you gotta go to Wattpad. If you want actual good work, but significantly less of it, you gotta go to AO3. AO3 being Archive of Our Own. But anyway, good fanfics are good, that's the difference. Exactly. Alright. With that, I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I feel very good after playing this one. Thank you all for hanging out with me.
And with that, good night.